Bonsai Dream.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for following me. Today we're gonna work on this beautiful Rocky Mountain juniper. This is the bluish variety. It's very nice, very compact foliage compared to the normal variety. This tree has a lot of nice movement and a lot of deadwood. It belongs to my student Andy, and today with Andy we're gonna shape this tree. We just clean the base of the tree to really appreciate the first twist of the trunk and also be able to choose which one will be better as the front. I think this part has a little bit more character because we see better the twist in front. We have this nice wave, and then the live line is going from the lower part to the upper part of the deadwood, and we have this nice gin. Unfortunately, the main top of the tree is a little bit backwards, so we're gonna have to bend it back and try to create the canopy more or less in this position, and probably we're also gonna lift the tree up just to take away a little bit of the horizontal of the first part of the tree and try to give a little bit more dynamism to the entire composition. So the next step will be cleaning very well the live lines all over from the base up to the top, and then put the raffia in the main structure of the tree and start the wiring for the final shape. So now the live line is nice and clean, and we can really appreciate all the twist and the movement of the trunk. So the next step will be getting rid of the unnecessary branches, like for example this one, and probably also some of the top, because we want to squish a little bit the tree more down and get it more compact, so we can really focus on the lower part of the tree. So this will be our first branch. Second branch, we can use this one as a back branch, and then we can recreate the top using this part and just gin this. Also, having this part as a gin, we can create a very nice visual connection between the different deadwood of the tree, so we don't have just a top that is all alive, but we have a nice gin on the top with the green around it. Here we are with the final step on this juniper. So everything is nice and clean, and Andy wired all the branches. So now, starting from the lower branches, we start building the structure and the single pads from the lower part to the apex until everything is nice and in position. We are halfway through the styling. First branch, second framing nicely the trunk and the deadwood. Now the next step will be pushing down this side branch and fill this position, and then the back one has to come and fill this big negative space to create depth, and at the end we're just gonna push a little bit more this branch forward to start creating the apex around this area and have this nice chin popping out from the green. And here we are at the end of the styling. The apex is nice and round, framing this beautiful gin and verticalizing the attention on the trunk. So all the line of the trunk twist up and verticalize itself and focus on the different spot that I wanted to put in evidence, starting from the nice twist in the base, the beautiful wave, the twist of the deadwood, some gin, the lower movement of the first branch, this back branch that is also framing the space and also creating a nice step between the lower part of the tree and the apex. I'm pretty happy about the final result, and I'm looking forward to see this tree developing in the next few years. See you at the next.
Bonsai Dream.